there are all types of good Dominicanas here, you know. And the good thing about that is there's all types of you, you know. You can't just, so we talked about, all, you know, there's all these qualities and we didn't hit them all, but you can't just look for check boxes. You know, you can't just check all the boxes and say that's it. She has to be your type, you know, and the importance of that is, let's say, for instance, you know, look, my wife, this fine mother, look, she checked boxes, right? I got a fine ass box checker. But,
okay,
you know, my wife, she's a good woman. But she's a good woman for me. That don't mean she's a good woman for you. You know, because here's the thing. This masculinity and that femininity, this man and that woman, that's what creates what we have. You can't replicate that. You know, so my woman, you in the formulation, right? You know, so people talk about the chemistry. That means there's what's me and that's what her, what's her come together. Now, mind you, she checks boxes, but checking boxes can get you like, you know, a great maid who's real nice to you and respectful and, you know, give you that thing right. Well, how can that turn out? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it just doesn't work like that. So you need to, you know, also look for a good Dominicana that's your type. Don't be in such a rush. Don't get here and convince yourself because of all the other good qualities that they have that they're all for you. They're not all for you. You know what I'm saying? There's a few that's for you that are your type. You know, us, you know, we got a little bit of this or that, you know, throw a brick of this in there, you know, with, you know, a few ounces of that in there. Whip that up, and everything come back right every time. See what I'm saying? So your type matters. It won't be the same, you know, with someone who checks boxes, but she's not your type. You're not her type. That's why the main thing we talk about is take your time. You see what I'm saying? Just take your time. This is important. Mm-hmm. Don't spend so much time learning all these manosphere talking points, you know, about women's nature, but you ain't spending no time figuring out what your type is. Your type is just, you know, she's shaped like this, she this height, she got this, and she, look, man, look for the real things, look for the real qualities. You see what I'm saying? And make sure that she's your type. That way, things will blend better. You will do better things together. You will have more things in common better. You know, and the thing is, here, you may be talking about things from the States. She might not be able to mentally link with the things you're talking about in the States. Mm-hmm. But is she interested in it? Is she excited about hearing you talk about it because you're talking about it with a passion or with excitement? You know, is she empathizing with the things you're talking about? That's when you start getting into the realm of her being your type. Mm-hmm. Because she ain't know everything I be talking about in the States. I get to talking about some wild stuff and she don't know, but
I listen.
Get excited, you know what I'm saying? I get to tell her, I do it like this, I did it like that. She like, yeah, I love this all right here. You know, you'll see when I get there, you'll see. Look. Look, that's us. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, remember this. That's what I'm saying. All the check boxes. You can meet her and you can have, she had the check boxes. It's not going to be the same because you're not her type. You see what I'm saying? Yours, I'm not her type. So what y'all do and how y'all able to vibe and, you know, a lot of people compliment us on our chemistry and we really love that. You know, we love hearing people talk about that because We don't know how other people see it. We just know how we see it. We be up in here doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? But when other people say that, we just like, it's an outside look that we value. We value people being able to see the love or see the chemistry and see how we vibe.
Someone said, you two are a vibe. I'm like, oh.
They did, yeah.
And then I said, is that a good thing? Like, yeah, that's great. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, we love that. But if I had just met someone that just checked the boxes, we're not doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? So the boxes are good things, but she needs to be your type. And not only that, as far as us being each other's type, you know, we're each other's type physically. Mm-hmm. Okay? You know, I like this fine motherfucker I got. You know what I'm saying? I like this, you know. She say, why you always looking down? I don't know. I'm just drawn to that. I'm drawn to that down. I don't know. I didn't know I was looking down. It just happens. But
it happens all the time.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Was it my fault? But, okay, we're each other's type there, right?
There? Okay, sorry.
They say main eye contact. I ain't got to maintain. This is my wife. I ain't got to maintain no eye contact. But we're each other's type physically, but then there's mentally and spiritually.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's where, you know, we were talking about the things I talk about, the things she talks about. So we vibe mentally as well. You know, we are each other's type mentally, where we can discuss things, we can talk about things, we can see things a certain way. And of course, she's not me, I'm not her. She don't see things how I see it, but how I see it is interesting to her. How she sees it is interesting to me.
Yeah.
You know? And then, you know, when you get to spiritually, look, we don't have to get too deep, but we are each other's type spiritually. You know, I don't have to worry about if I need a little bit of prayer, you know, and then she break out a case with her chicken bones in it and throw it on some kind of like Scrabble board or something. I don't, you know, that's cool for some people, but that's just not really my get down. You see what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I need a verse or a prayer. She's going to give me that. So.
I don't have chicken bones. So.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, if I need some prayer, if we need to pray about something, or we need to, you know, read, you know, about something, if we can worship God together. You know, there's no barrier. There's no, you know, we got to get understanding on how each other does this because we each other's type. That is the most important thing of all the other things, because see, if you each other's type, you can work on the check boxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can have all the check boxes, and if they're not your type, it's not going to work. Or if she, you know, they say, well, you can learn to love me. Look, you want to go through a process of somebody learning to love you? Who taught you that? Don't get your passport stamped and then do that. You know, because that already didn't work. You know, that's not whoever brought that up about somebody learning to love you. That means you got with the wrong person. And then for whatever reason under the sun that we don't even have to go deep with, what you doing? You ain't know you was with the wrong person, and they found a way to like you. And then they found a way to love you.
Yeah,
you find work that way. Yeah, you find someone that likes you and you find someone that loves you, but you find someone that's your type. And that's not something you find right off the rip. You don't find that quickly. You know, we could think about, like, if we think about how long it took to find somebody like our type, you'd be like, damn, that shit could have took a long ass time. Well, God blessed us. And what I always say is, the hardest part of finding your type is when you don't know yourself, you don't acknowledge who you really are, you can't even begin to recognize your type because you don't even recognize yourself like that.
Right. And that's the hard part.
Yeah, you don't see you refuse to see yourself as you are. So if you refuse to see yourself as you are, well, I get seeing yourself how you want to be. That's fine. Don't even count that as a plus because everybody wants to be more.
Mm-hmm.
But see yourself as you are, and then you can see who's compatible with you, who likes what you like. You can recognize it because that's the biggest thing. We don't recognize who our type is because, we look right past it. But God bless.